If you've been keeping up with the hip-hop scene as of late, you know that white boy summer was in full effect thanks to the rise in popularity of a rapper by the name of Ian. This rise in popularity hasn't come without its share of controversy, however, as many have been quick to accuse the Dallas-based rapper of being an industry plant and a culture vulture who's biting the sound of bigger artists sort of like Yeat and Cardi. With such a meteoric rise, fans and haters alike have been questioning where did this dude come from and what's going on behind the scenes to get him to where he is now. Truthfully, there really isn't that much information about Ian's past, but what we do have can answer a few questions for us. We know he got his start on SoundCloud under the name Suburban Cerberus, as we can see from his URL. During this time, he was solely a producer and would make mixes of popular artists like Chief Keef, and would later produce for the rapper Lil Zelly on the song With Us, which saw moderate success and sits at 10.9k views today. He wouldn't drop his first single until 2022, however. He continued solely as a producer until he dropped his first single in 2022 titled G63, which today sits at 282,000 streams on Spotify. I would say Ian primarily rapped over ambient style beats during this time, and his lyrics were more moody than they are now, as he's currently transitioned into more trap-focused beats. Ian also continued to produce during this time, and I believe he collaborated with the group Dishonorable, particularly Ike's Missing, as there's multiple songs that they produced together on their SoundClouds. After releasing singles and a few EPs for about 2 years, Ian would finally have his breakthrough moment when he uploaded the song Figure It Out. The song gained mass popularity on TikTok and had over 18,000 videos use it. Ian released another hit single the following month titled Grand Slam, and in April, he would go on to have a 4 Shooters Only From the Block performance. And in May, he would even get a Lyrical Lemonade music video, which even starred Marshawn Lynch in it. Ian's sudden rise in popularity didn't come without its question, however, and many are quick to accuse him of being an industry plant. And in case you just don't know, an industry plant is basically an artist whose entire career is made by the label that's backing them, and they have like no organic growth or anything, just trying to present the illusion of that to you. But in reality, most people tend to use it to just mean like artists they don't like. So, and if you ask me, I'm not sure this 100% applies to Ian. While his singles from before 2024 didn't do crazy numbers or anything, I think he's definitely passionate about music, as he's been working at this for a few years, and I think he just happened to get lucky once Figure It Out released and it blew up thanks to social media. And with all the attention on him, of course A&Rs would start to reach out and try to sign this kid, and I think that's exactly what happened when Boo Cham of Columbia Records approached him and signed him to Boo Vision. Boo has been in the game for a long time and is probably most known for being the manager of Kanye West, Lady Gaga, T-Pain, and more. To say he would have the connections to propel Ian to stardom would be an understatement. It starts to become clear how Ian's landing these collaborations and music videos when you start to understand he's probably just leveraging the connections and newfound funding he has being on Boo Vision. Other marketing stunts like the listening parties in New York and LA also helped boost his popularity. So while I don't think Ian is 100% an industry plant, his label is definitely pushing him hard, and it's not helping the allegations. Ian knows his strengths well, and he's playing into that suburban white boy image, and while it's getting laughs now, how long can he keep this up for? And is it okay for him to be doing this? Ian's come up hasn't been all sunshine and rainbows, however, as many take issue with his persona and see him as a culture vulture who's disrespecting hip-hop as a whole. As Dazed put it, Ian's embrace of white privilege is so uncomfortable, and they note the typically white suburban aesthetic in his From the Block performance as direct symbolism of the country that keeps marginalized groups systematically disadvantaged. Users across sites like Reddit are also voicing their displeasure with what Ian is doing, saying he is gentrifying flows and that he's putting on a black scent. In all honesty, I agree to an extent. It's hard to picture this suburban white boy talking about he's got 2 pounds of gas on him, or that he's got ops who just flash guns to look tough. In multiple bars, he also likens himself to famous black figures such as Kid Cudi, Usain Bolt, and NBA players. On a side note, I think this bar is low-key funny. On their own, I don't think these bars are too problematic, but I can understand how it gets tiring to hear this white kid constantly compare himself to these figures who had to work so hard to get to the positions they're in. Meanwhile, this suburban white kid is basically getting it all handed to him. Perhaps the most notable figure calling out Ian right now would be Tyler the Creator, who appeared in an interview with Mav Carter where he made this comment that was definitely about Ian.
There's some kid right now, this white kid, regular like Caucasian man, and he's like mocking Future and Gucci Mane like rap music. And like people are like, this shit hard. It's not even like satire. It's like, I'm just joking, I'm just mocking it. But I'm like, no, you can't do it.
So not only are average listeners divided on Ian, but he's got Tyler the Creator dissing him. And Ian's manager, Boo, he didn't take too kindly to this. He clapped back with an Instagram story and called Tyler an old head who's hating on the new generation. There's really not that much more to be said about Ian's story, as it's been a short but quick moving one. But it begs the question, does he have any staying power? Can he keep making hits? Is he gonna avoid the culture vulture allegations? I'm gonna leave that up to you to decide. That's gonna be about it for me. Subscribe for more infrequent uploads. Peace.